Hello, everybody. By any account, technology is changing. It offers access to information that was unheard of even 25 years ago, while connecting users in ways that it would have been ridiculous to even imagine during our parents' generation. Even you'll be surprised at just how advanced things are today. 10 future technologies that already exist. Printing human organs. A printable organ is an artificially constructed device designed for organ replacement produced using 3D printing techniques. The primary purpose of printable organs is in transplantation. Some printed organs have already reached clinical implementation and primarily include hollow structures such as the bladder, as well as vascular structures such as urine tubes. 3D printing allows for the layer-by-layer construction of a particular organ structure to form a cell scaffold. Modified inkjet printers have been used to produce three-dimensional biological tissue. Printer cartridges are filled with a suspension of living cells and smart gel, the later used for providing structure. Thought-controlled prosthetics. A mind-controlled prosthetic arm could revolutionize movement for amputees. The robotic arm attaches to an implant inserted directly into the bone at the end of the remaining part of the limb, and nerve reassignment surgery then allows brain signals to directly direct motion. Researchers at Johns Hopkins University have been working with a test patient to perfect this technology, and today revealed he can move individual fingers and grasp small objects. In order to make a prosthetic like the modular prosthetic limb work, a patient must first undergo targeted muscle reinnervation. This surgery reassigns the nerves that once controlled the patient's arm or hand. Wireless power. It works like this. Witricity builds a source resonator, a coil of electrical wire that generates a magnetic field when power is attached. If another coil is brought close, an electrical charge can be generated in it. No wires required. When you bring a device into that magnetic field, it introduces a current in the device, and by that you're able to transfer power, explains Dr. Hall. Wireless homes. In the house of the future, wire-free energy transfer could be as easy as wireless internet. Hologram television. The BBC has created an experimental holographic TV to bring to life some of its archive footage. It produced striking footage to show how holographic TVs may be part of the living rooms of the future. The holographic TV was made as part of the Broadcasting Corporation's work in exploring emerging technologies for future audiences. The BBC's head of digital partnership, Cyrus Sahan, leads the project. Sahan's team used existing technologies and simple techniques to explore ways to create holographic content. Cloaking devices. Hats off to scientists at the University of Rochester in New York, who have managed to produce a cheap invisibility cloak effect using readily available materials and a lot of clever thinking. Through a combination of optical lenses, any object that passes behind a certain line of sight can be made to disappear from view. People have been fascinated with cloaking for a very long time, said John Howell, a professor of physics at the university. It's recently been a real popular thing in science fiction and Harry Potter. I think people are really excited about the prospect of just being invisible. Hover cars. Ever since the early 1960s, when we were glued to the animated sitcom The Jetsons, whimsical visions of a futuristic space utopia filled our imaginations, leaving people asking themselves, "Where's my flying car?" Meet Carl Dietrich, the chief executive and co-founder of aerospace company Terrafugia. Dietrich and his team are working to bring consumers closer to the prospect of a practical flying car, envisioning a vehicle that does not require its operator to be a trained pilot. Thus, Boston-based Terrafugia announced last May it has started working on the concept of TFX, a 4-seat plug-in hybrid electric car that can do vertical takeoffs and landings. Exoskeletons. Panasonic has developed a pair of suits, one meant primarily for industrial purposes and the other one to help the disabled. The Power Assist suits will help users perform manual labor and potentially dangerous tasks in a range of work sites. Hiroshimi Fujimoto, president of ActiveLink Company, one of Panasonic's in-house venture companies, said, "We're proposing robotics to help at these work sites because there will always be a certain level of work that must be done by people, and these Power Assist suits can help reduce the physical strain during such work." Force fields. Aircraft and military manufacturer Boeing has been granted a patent on a system that is designed to prevent explosion shock waves from harming a target. A new patent, granted to aircraft, defense, and security company Boeing, is taking its cues from science fiction. Just like the glowing energy shields seen protecting troops, machines, and even spacecraft in Star Wars and Star Trek, the design, named Method and System for Shockwave Attenuation, via electromagnetic arc, uses energy to deflect potential damage. As it is described, the system is not designed to prevent direct impact from shells or shrapnel. Rather, it is designed to protect a target, such as a vehicle or building, from the damaging effects of shock waves from a nearby impact. Sex dolls. Robot sex dolls are becoming big business, and manufacturers are now claiming their products are so realistic people are marrying them. The robots are becoming more sophisticated and lifelike by the day, and a growing number of lonely men are taking the chance to craft their dream woman. Robots already build our cars, clean our houses, and make our food. Now manufacturers are on the verge of offering lifelike moving dolls for private fun. Sex robots are essentially realistic dolls that have sophisticated movements that closely mimic humans so that they can romp. Self-driving cars. It's been 60 years since the cover of Popular Mechanics magazine gave us the promise of flying cars, but our personal mobility options remain, today and for the foreseeable future, earthbound. Will the promise of self-driving cars be elusive? In short, no. The dream of taking a road trip in which we pay more attention to a new book or movie than we do to the driving task is well within reach. If you enjoyed the video, support us by subscribing to our channel or even giving this video a thumbs up. Thank you for watching.